Hello, this is Chef Andros. This is part 2 of making Zalatina. In the morning, now it is about 3:30 in the afternoon. So my Zalatina was boiling for 2.5 to 3 hours. And as you remember, we had four casseroles on the stove, boiling the different parts of meat. So I will just remind you that we had meat that it became very, very soft after boiling for more than 2.5 hours. And then I cut my meat in, actually this is overboiled, and this is how it should be. So this is very, very tender now. So this is the lean meat from the shoulder. I removed any excess fat that it was around. Okay. Then here we have the tongue. Actually, the tongues, it was 2.5 kilos, maybe more of pork tongues. And they were boiling for 2.5 hours, and they became very, very tender. So this is it in small pieces, as you can see. Here I have the ears. You can see the cartilage in the square pieces I cut. So this is approximately 2 by 2, 2 by 3 centimeters in size. So you see that nice cartilage is what produces the jelly for our jellied pork. And here we have the meat. Actually, it's not meat. We have the trotter extracts, which is mostly skin and tendons. You see in the Greek language, karpos is the wrist, and the carpals, they are carpals. Okay, the same on the foot. It is metatarsia, and we have in English the word tarsals, and all of the fingers and the wrist. On the human body, and also on all the mammals, they have a lot of cartilage, so that they can work better. And here I will show you the bones of the trotters. That of course I will throw away. They gave us all the nice jelly. Here I added also some gelatin, because in Cyprus we have, now I was outside, it was 33 degrees Celsius, which means that it is still summer. So my jellied pork would be okay if you take it out of the refrigerator, but supposing that we serve it on a table and it remains there for half an hour, it might get a little bit soft and juicy in the dish, and we don't want that. So we want a stiffer jelly out of this dish. This is why I added just 4 envelopes of gelatin, which is not a big deal for the amount of stock. So you do remember I had 4 pots on my stove, and I let it reduce. So it was simmering for, after I cooked the meats, it was simmering for 2 more hours. And the 4 casseroles left me with the biggest one full, which means that approximately 50% of the stock evaporated. And of course I diluted I dissolved my gelatin in this stock, and you can see clearly that on top there is some fat, and the fat, when we put it into the pots, it will come onto the top, so it will seal the jellied pork, and it can last in the refrigerator longer without oxidizing the meat. So here we also have the rosemary that I will add on top, and in each and every pot I placed, actually I cut in small pieces, finally 6 small chilies, and this is what I put in every pot. I just put a few pieces, so the same here, because I already boiled a dry chili into my pots when I was cooking the meat, so it already has some heat, and we don't want too much heat. But what we wanted, definitely, it was a lot of acidity. Okay, so right now I will prepare for you one pot, and this is how you could do it. So I will take the camera on this side, and I will work with my right hand because I am right-handed. Okay, so I will add. You see, these are the ears, and they are very sticky. So I will add to my clay pot some ears and some tongues. These are the tongues. I will mix them together like that. And then I will add some of the trotter skin and connective tissues and tendons. Actually, the tendons have become so soft. So I added some of that as well. And I will add a lot of meat, just like that. I will add also some meat, and my serving pot is by 2/3 full, and at this point I will stop and I will add some juice like that. I will add some juice until I cover all of my meats, and I can see already that the fat is rising to the top of my pot like that. So I will continue doing the same thing until all of my meat is used. And right on top, what we do, we place 2 or 3 small branches of rosemary, like this, like that, and this pot I will show you from different angles. So this pot, I will let it cool for 3 or 4 hours, and when it cools I will place it into the refrigerator. And tomorrow, when I make sure that it is all that the jelly is stiff, I will cover it with either a paper cover or a nylon cover, and put a rubber band around it. And when it is covered, as I will finish it, it can last for a few months into the refrigerator because it has the best known preservatives, which is salt. It has a lot of salt in it. It has vinegar, which is a very nice preservative. It has lemon juice and the juice of bitter oranges that gave the nice aroma to this delicacy. So this is Cyprus Zalatina. I will come back after 1 or 2 days and show you how it can be eaten. I will make a small menu on the table. So I will put a few Cyprus ingredients and show you how we do enjoy our Zalatina or our jellied pork. So thank you very much for watching. This is Chef Andros from Nicosia, Cyprus. I will be back with more videos for you. Just another view of my pot ready to be filled up. My reduced stock of the pork. So we have the diced tongues, we have the diced ears, we have the meat, and we have the trotters. I'll show you once more the bones of the trotters. And of course I helped, because it is summer here, with some gelatin. And this is only for serving purposes, because it is still very hot in Cyprus. And I was afraid that if I serve it and it remains on the table for a longer time, it might get a little bit loose. Thank you very much for watching. This is Chef Andros. Bye bye.